Identify the limiting reaction. Huwag na yung fractional excess ha. Again, hindi naman kailangan yan. Neutralization reaction. Meron kang 23.4 grams of solid NaOH immersed sa 85% phosphoric acid solution with an SG of 1.685. Hirap. Pahirapan tayo ni sir. Ba't ko nga pinapahirapan sarili ko? No, ako pa nagpapahirap sa sarili ko. NaOH plus H3PO4. Ano to? Single displacement, double displacement, synthesis, or decomposition? Ayun na ba tayo? Sefe.
Double displacement, sir.
Okay, so this will become your double displacement. So si Na ko combine kay phosphate, tapos si hydrogen ko combine kay OH. So in this case, guys ha, pagka acid plus base, ang kanilang product ay laging salt plus water. Tandaan yan ha, tinuro ko na yan, naalala ko yan. Okay, so H2O dapat nandito. So to balance the reaction, meron kang 3 dito. So 3, 6. So maglalagay ako ng 3 dito. Yan, balance na yung reaction. Okay. Alamin daw natin kung sino yung limiting reactant na naman. So start tayo kay NaOH. 23.4 grams NaOH. So si NaOH, ang kanyang molecular formula ay 1, 16, saka 23. So this is 40 grams per mole. Ayan, nag-cancel na naman. Ay, nako. Kailangan kayo disable yan. Okay, fine. Okay, so meron kang 40 grams dito per 1 mole na NaOH saka NaOH. Tapos stoichiometric coefficient, 3 moles ni NaOH. Tapos pili kayo kung Na3PO4 or water. So either of the two, wala namang problema. So Na3PO4 na lang. 1 mole ni Na3PO4. Cancel, 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 cancel. So this will be equal to 23.4 divided by 40 divided by 3. So 0.195 moles ni Na3PO4. Okay, so phosphoric acid naman, meron daw tayong 85% weight by weight. So assume natin weight by weight yan. Kasi binigyan tayo ng specific gravity. So meron kang 300 ml times 1.685 grams per ml. Sir, saan nakuha yun? Pag kinonvert niyo yung specific gravity into density, grams per ml lang naman yan. So 300 times 1.685. So 500, 5.5 grams. Okay? So 85% is equal to 505.5 grams times 100. So mass to ng phosphoric acid. The mass ni phosphoric acid is equal to 505.5 times 85 divided by 100. For 129.68 na lang grams. Okay? So, 469.68 grams ni phosphoric acid, H3PO4. So, si phosphoric acid, pag kinuha mo ang kanyang molecular weight, 16 times 4, 31 si phosphorus, di ba? Tapos, 3 times 1. Ano? So, 16 times 4 plus 31 plus 3. Tama, 98 grams per mole. Ang total nito, 98 grams per mole. Tulog na yata kayo. 98 grams per 1 mole ni H3. Wala na naman. Ilan yung nakuha natin kanina? Sino nakakuha nun? Nakatamad isulat lahat eh.
429.68 grams po.
400?
469 po.
429.68 grams po.
469 po, sir.
Okay. Kailangan ko pala i-disable yung function na. Ay, ba't ko kinansel yung nasa taas? Yan. Tapos ito, so meron ka 98 grams ni H3PO4, 1 mole ni H3PO4. Tapos based on the ratio, 1:1. So 1 mole ni H3PO4, tsaka 1 mole ni Na3PO4. So let's calculate. No? 23.4, dun muna sa taas. Nakalimutan ko na nakasulat. So 0.195 mole. Pero may question? Princess, question?
Sir, yung nasa baba po ng 1 mole Na3PO4, hindi po ba papalitan yung moles ng H2PO4?
Hindi, 1:1 yung ratio nila.
Okay po.
Ito kasi 3 siya, kasi 3 yung ratio nila, tapos si Na3PO4, 1 lang na natulpa. So 4.79 mole. Dito ay Na3PO4, dito ay Na3PO4. Again ha, hindi nyo pwedeng gamitin si water kung magkaiba. Kunwari sa taas ginamit nyo Na3PO4, tapos sa baba si water ginamit nyo. Mali yung sagot nyo. Kailangan kung Na3PO4 ginamit nyo, Na3PO4 yung nasa baba. Kung si water yung ginamit nyo, si water din yung nasa baba. So in this case, yung ating limiting reactant is your NaOH. And then yung excess reactant natin is your H3PO4. Okay? Clear? Question? Nakasunod? Hindi naman nakakalito yung limiting tsaka excess reactant sa stoichiometry. O tulog na? Si Christy, tulog na? Si CJ? Hingin naman kaming ice cream. Tulog na yata.
Nasa langit na, sir.
Anyway, basta pag sabihin niyo pag mabilis or hindi kayo nakakasunod, ha? So last na. Pero ang gusto ko, kayo na lang mag-try nito. Wag na yung C. Sa ano to eh, sa pharmacoeconomics tong C. Tuturo pa lang to sa lecture nyo sa PharmCal. Bagal naman kasi ng lecture nyo for both subject. A and B lang. Sagutan nyo, ha? Kayo nang bahala dyan pag in-upload ko. So yan na yung dinosaur nyo na example. So meron ka 98%. Weight by weight to, ha? Parehas yan. 98% weight by weight, 58% weight by weight. Okay. So last na topic. Or kaya pa, pang-apat na lesson.
Sir, wag na.
ako.
Sir, hindi pa kami nag-lunch. Ubus na po yung energy.
Last na.
Sir, hindi ko na-screenshot yung ano mo, yung problem.
Hindi, ibibigay ko yun. Huwag kang mag-alala.
Na-screenshot ko. Send ko sa GC.
Yan, na-screenshot daw ni Janet. Kaya nyo yan? Okay. Equilibrium chemistry. Madali lang din to. Okay, so for this lesson, we're going to discuss fundamental concept and the concept of your equilibrium constant. Parang ano lang yan, acid-base equilibria. But instead of using Ka and Kb, we're going to use Kc. Sino may pangalang Kc dyan? Okay? So for the fundamental concepts, despite common belief, your chemical reaction does not actually go one way. Okay? Some of your chemical reactions are reversible. Okay? The original reactants form products, but then those products react with themselves to give back the original reactant. So, di ba parang mga timang yung mga chemicals natin. Magre-react sa isa't isa, tapos magre-react din yung mga products sa isa't isa para, ano ulit, maging reactants ulit sila. Okay? So, when substances react, they eventually form a mixture of reactants and products in a dynamic equilibrium. Okay? That dynamic equilibrium consists of a forward reaction in which the substances react to give products, and a reverse reaction in which your products react to give the original reactants. Okay, both forward and reverse reaction occur at the same rate or speed. Pero yung rate tsaka yung speed na yan, we only concern ourselves with those when we tackle kinetics. For the meantime, since wala pa namang kinetics, ayaw niya naman pa mag-discuss ng calculus. Okay, so ano naman na, satisfied muna tayo sa definition na both forward and reverse reaction occur at the same speed. Okay? For that, we're going to consider the following reaction. We have here your carbon monoxide reacted with your diatomic hydrogen to form methane and water. Okay, so a reversible reaction is always characterized by this symbol. Okay, normally, pag sinulat natin yan, ng forward reactions lang, ang nilalagay lang natin ganitong arrow. Tama ba? Yan yung arrow lang. But for reversible reactions, we use this two-way arrow. Yan. Pwedeng nakaganyan and then pwedeng nakaganyan. So some literature, ganito yung gagawin. And then some, ganito yung ginagawa. Okay? Pero pare-parehas lang yan na reversible arrow. Okay. So your chemical equilibrium is the state reached by your reaction when the rates of forward and reverse reactions have become equal. Okay? If you observe the reaction mixture, you see no net change. Although the forward and reverse reaction are still continuing, the continuing forward and reverse reaction make equilibrium a dynamic process. So ibig sabihin lang yan, yung rate in which your carbon monoxide reacts with your diatomic hydrogen to form methane and water is the same as your methane and water reacting with themselves to form your carbon dioxide and your diatomic hydrogen. So, equal process lang yan. Okay, so concentration formula, importante lang for equilibrium, molarity, kagaya sa acid-base equilibria, molarity lang din naman gagamitin natin. We can technically use molality, pero to ease calculations, we're going to use the molarity lang. Or kung trip nyo, pwede rin naman, molality na rin yung gamitin natin. Pero yun nga, mas easier to express kasi yung molarity. So try natin, no? Suppose you have 1 mole of carbon monoxide and 3 moles of your dihydrogen molecule into a 10-liter vessel at 1,200 Kelvin. So minsan itong temperature, binibigay lang siya. Pero normally hindi naman niya na pinapansin. So ito pa rin yung reaction kagaya kanina. Okay? So the rate of reaction of your carbon monoxide and your diatomic hydrogen depends on their concentration. So at first, these concentrations are large, but as the substances react, their concentration decrease. Okay, so yung initial concentration ni carbon monoxide is different between the initial concentration of your diatomic hydrogen. That is why, no, pagka nagko-compute tayo ng acid-base equilibria, gumagamit tayo ng ice table. Diba yung initial, syempre pag nag-react yan, magkakaroon ka ng change, and then iba yung equilibrium concentration. Nagets ba? Or masyado ako mabilis? Clear naman, Christy?
Opo.
Parang inaantok na si Christian. Okay? So the rate of forward reaction, which depends on the reactant, is large at first but steadily decreases. Okay? On the other hand, the concentration of your methane and your water, which are zero, syempre initial eh. So di ba, ano ba yung nilalagay natin pag nag-ice stable tayo? 0, 0. Okay? Pero they increase with time, no? May change siya. The rate of the reverse reaction starts at 0 and steadily increases. Okay? The forward rate decreases and the reverse rate increases until eventually the rates become equal. Okay? And in that case, the concentrations of your reactants and products no longer change and the reaction mixture has reached equilibrium. Ay daw natin, no? Meron, yun nga, binigyan tayo. 1 mole of carbon monoxide and 3 mole of your diatomic hydrogen in a 10-liter vessel. So the mixture is found to have 0.387 mole of your water. So how many moles of each substance is present at equilibrium? Gamit tayo ng ice table. So CO2 gram plus H2 3. CH4 gram plus H2. So, ice table. Okay? So, CO2, meron ka daw 1. Okay? Meron kang 3. And then, meron kang 0. Sorry. Wala pa pala. 0, 0 pala yan. So, 0 and then 0. So, sabi nila, sa equilibrium concentration daw ni water ay 0.387. Okay? So, yung change therefore is 0.387. So, 0.387 din dito. So, meron kang 0.387. Dito kaya, ano yung change? Minus 0.387. Tama ba? So, meron kang 1 minus 0.387. 0.613. Okay? Nagets? How about si hydrogen? Paano kaya si hydrogen? I-minus ko lang ba yung 0.387 sa kanya? Or may isa pa akong kailangan gawin? Si CJ. Nantok na si CJ. Anong ano mo? Anong sa palagay mo, CJ? So, meron tayo 3, di ba? So, therefore, yung i-minus natin dito, may 3 ka pa. So, magkakaroon ka dyan ng 3 times 0.387 minus 3. Di ba may question? Si Mafi, yes, question?
Bali, sir, pag meron pong coefficient, i-bring down din po, isasama po sa eta times.
Yes. Tama yan, tama yan. Okay, so yan yung ating equilibrium, equilibrium moles. Moles pa lang pala. So, equilibrium concentration, of course, meron kang 10-liter vessel. E di, gamitin mo yung formula ng molarity, mole over liter. E di, divide mo lahat to ng 10. E di, yung equilibrium nila, since di-divide mo ng 10, so C for carbon monoxide, that would be 0.613 divided by 10. 0.0613 molars. Ito ay 0.1839 molars. Ito ay 0.0387 molars. And then the same thing for water, no? 0.0387 0.87 moles. Bakit, sir? Dinivide ko lang sila ng 10 kasi nga yung formula ng molarity is mole per liter. Ano ba yung volume ng solution? 10 liters. Okay? Nagets? Clear? Mas madali yung equilibrium kaysa sa ice table ng pH. Tama ba ako, Colin? Si Eldridge, nandyan pa ba? Tulog na?
Yeah.
Mas madali, no? Kung ganyan na lang binibigay ni sir sa exam, mas madali pa.